thank you for making you feel welcome. He's a communist of the past and a man of God now, but the communist of the past and a union leader, a trade school leader, he has had the roughest upbringing in communism, and he is well versed in their processes and methods, and he recognises this as being the United Nations, World Health Organization and the World Economic Forum, which have now joined forces. It is their policy to make the world communist, which most people would not believe, but this man knows more than most. So I recommend and welcome John Wilson.
Testing. Is that okay, guys? Yeah. Okay, I'm partially deaf. I can only hear out of one ear, and I'm deaf in the other. I talk pretty loud. I'm foul. I'm confronting, and I'm John. Yeah. I got no friends. Listen, guys. Listen. The message I want to give you today is one of confidence, right? One of confidence, right? You don't need to leave this meeting today feeling defeated, powerless or anything else, because I'm going to talk about why you should be confident, mate. Brimming with confidence, mate. We've been belted over the last 3.5 years and set up and betrayed before that. They played the long hand with us. The long hand. They've used Fabian war tactics, salamis, like a bit at a time, so we didn't notice it. Yeah, this is how they've been playing it, and it's brought it up to a head. But I'm going to talk about why we should have confidence. But before I get to that, let's talk about the problem. Let's stop this pretending anymore that this council inside here, or any of the others, or this state government represent us. Let's just stop this. They're not ours. They are not ours. They don't represent us. They have sold our sovereignty out. They've betrayed our sovereignty. They have contracted into a global operation that is got a lot of moving parts, but this global operation is satanic in nature. It's satanic in nature. It is tyranny in its raw form, using high tech, using other techniques to enslave and to terrorise the people of Australia and the people of the world. I mean, these people are now psychopaths, mate. Psychopaths. And we've seen with the vax rollout, the mass casualties. You see, these people are unfathomable evil. These people inside here, they ain't ours. They answer to the United Nations. They answer to the World Economic Forum. They answer to George Soros. They answer to all of these other non-bloody Australian dark forces, and they are doing their bidding. Their bidding.
While we're speaking about dark forces, could we open with a prayer?
We got a prayer person coming up, and I think that's a great idea.
Okay, I'd like to invite everyone to join me. Okay, I'd like to invite everyone to join me in the heart of this law. What better way to put on the armour of God and say the Lord's Prayer in this satanic space, to break apart the evil. Okay, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Deliver us from evil. For thine is the power, and the kingdom, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Sorry to do that.
No, that's no worries.
Neutralise that.
Thank you very much. That was lovely, mate. There's so many of these public protests that are going on in Australia today, and mate, they barely ever mention anything about this spiritual war we're in. They talk about politics, they talk about all sorts of other things, economics, and but at the heart of this war, this is a spiritual war, mate. These people we are up against, mate, are satanic in nature. You must understand that. You must understand it. I mean, I've never seen the attacks going on against Christians and other people of faith that I've ever seen that's going on right now. I mean, it's war. It's war. These satanic forces have declared war against all people of Christian faith and all people of all faiths. Okay? It's war. Have no doubt about this. And it's a spiritual war. And thank you very much for the Lord's Prayer. Let's stop this pretend. They don't work for us. They don't care for us. They've signed covenants, mate. They signed covenants with overseas evil forces, mate, and they are carrying out this agenda whether we like it or not. And they're not even pretending anymore. They're not even pretending. It's out in the open. It's us against them. Let's stop this bullshit that we're going to vote them out. Let's stop this bullshit, that we're going to fix this problem. We're not going to fix this problem. You can't vote them out. You can't vote them out. The election system is so corrupt. So corrupt. You can't vote them out. All of the Queensland rolls are all sitting in Wuhan, China. Wuhan, China, the electoral rolls. Anastasia Palaszczuk contracted out not only all the voting administration, but the voting tallying. The voting, they count how much in Wuhan. You think you can vote these criminal crime syndicate out? Do you think you're ever going to vote them out? Never. That's why they don't care. They don't care what we say. They don't care. You get me? They know that we can't vote them out. They are never going to give us our power. They are never going to give it. We have to take it off them. You get me? You have to take it off them. You have to take it off them. Okay. Now that's where we're now up to. It's now out in the open. All of these councils, and this one here, this is the worst of the lot. The worst of the lot. They're above the law. They're above the law. They can't, no one will hold them to account. And the reason is because the Southport police station is one of the most corrupt police stations in the state. And it's corrupt as well. It's corrupt. After these bastards get cleaned out, the next stop is the Southport police station to clean all them crooked cops out. You got me? You got me? They got a big drug problem, a big chemical drug problem inside of this police, the Queensland police. They've got a big steroid problem going on inside there. They're not just rotten and corrupt, but they're drug affected. They're drug affected, walking around with tasers and pistols. They are dangerous people walking around with a gun and a badge. My God, we've got some work to do, but we're going to do it. Listen, these people inside here and all of their secret societies that keep all them in operation, we know who we're talking about. We're talking about these bloody Freemasons and Jesuits and Vatican operatives and all these other bloody cockroaches that bloody need to be exposed and put under the blowtorch, right? They think that the Great Reset, the Klaus Schwab Great Reset, the United Nations Great Reset, they think the central bankers' Great Reset is a done deal. They think it's a done deal. They think it's irretrievably reversible. You cannot reverse it, and they're wrong. They're wrong. They're finding out now, mate. They're finding out right now. It's dawning on them. They don't have the horsepower. They don't have the horsepower to run over the top of us. They tried it with the COVID and Corona. They don't have the horsepower. We've pulled them up. And now they're finding out they don't have the gas in the tank to wear us down. We won't give up. They don't have the gas in the tank. They can't pull it off. They can't pull it off. They're doing everything they can, mate, in France, in Britain, in London. Look at what they're doing to our European brothers and sisters. And then they went over to America, and Donald Trump and the American military military has pulled them up. Yeah. They can't conquer Trump. They can't conquer the American military. And what's even more galling for them, they can't conquer 100 million fully armed Americans. Yeah. They're bugging, mate. They're bugging. And if they can't conquer America, mate, because had America fallen, all of us would have fallen as well. We all, right around the world. God bless America. God bless President Trump. God bless all of those great Americans. And God bless Australia. Yeah. God bless Australia. The best is yet to come here. The best is yet to come. Because all of these globalists, the UN, the World Economic Forum, they can't deliver. These council bastards have contracted to them, and they can't deliver. They're not going to get their Chinese troops. They're not going to get their blue-helmeted United Nations troops. It's finished, mate. It's finished. Sooner or later, although they're trying to lock us away from it, sooner or later, these bastards are going to have to come out the bloody lock and climb in bloody gates and face us. That's what they're going to have to do. They're gonna have to face us sooner or later, because there's gonna be nowhere for them to run, nowhere for them to hide. They can't conclude the 15-minute cities. They can't conclude, they can't pull it off. They cannot pull it off. This is all unravelling, folks. This is all unravelling. Mate, as Klaus Schwab, it's winner take all. It's winner take all, whoever wins it, and it's going to be us. That's going to win. We're winning. And we're winning. We are winning right now. We are going to take everything off. Everything off. The law. All of our stolen wealth, all of our stolen history, suppressed science, suppressed physics, medical cures, all of this high tech, everything they were going to use and weaponise against us, we are going to take it back and get it off, and we are going to make it work for us. We are going to move into a wonderful, wonderful epoch, an era unbelievable. I mean, let me tell you this, folks. We have the greatest country in the world. Yeah. There is enough for everyone. There is enough for all of us. There is more than all of us can handle, mate. I'm telling you, they want us to fight each other for the scraps. They want us to fight each other for the scraps. They want to rape the country. They want to pillage the country. They want to, terrorise. And what's left, the damage and the main, what's left, they want to throw the bone to us and get us and our Aboriginal brothers and sisters and Islander brothers and sisters to fight it out and scratch each other's eyes out for the scraps. And it's not on. Let's take this country back. Yes. We take it back. There is more than enough for everybody. Yeah. I'm not satisfied with bits and pieces. If they want to start a war with us, if they want to make the bet on the table, all or nothing, well, they called the war, they put the bet on the table. All we've done is mashed them. We said, well, there's our bet, we called you. And they have got 2 jacks and 2 bloody kings, and we've got 2 jacks and 2 aces. We win, and we want the lot. We want everything, and we're going to get this. The best is yet to come, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to have confidence. They can't pull this off, mate. They can't. It's going to get bumpy. Between now and Christmas, mate, you watch. It's going to get bumpy. It's going to get worse than this now. Why? Because they know their stick and chicken necks are on the top. They know. The only thing they've got left is guns. They've got rotten, corrupt cops pointing guns at us, pointing bloody, putting bombs on us, putting bloody police horses on us, belting the shit out of us is the only thing they've got left, because they've lost all their deceptions. All the deceptions have been exposed, and in the last 3 years, 4 years since Corona, all of us have destroyed the corporate media. We have destroyed them. We are the media now. No one listens to corporate media. What a bunch of piss-head losers. We've destroyed them. Next. neck bastards here very, very soon, mate. They can't go anywhere. They can lock themselves away. They can put their sticking security guards up there to threaten us. No fear, everyone. No fear. No. Be bright. Be bold. This game is ours, mate. We're winning it. And they can put their sticking security, they can bring their corrupt Southport cops in, okay? We don't recognise any of them, okay? I'll tell you now, mate, it's a big ball coming for these pissants, and it can't come soon enough. Yeah. Be strong, everyone. Confidence, we're winning, and thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, John. You're an inspiration. I absolutely love to hear you. And what I'd like to propose now is a motion. And I'll read it out. I've got some scribbled notes here, but it's okay. Thank you. Now, this full meeting of the Gold Coast ratepayers and residents demand that the Mayor and all elected councillors, as well as the CEO, resign and vacate their positions of authority and all offices and buildings of the Gold Coast City Council within 7 days. The meeting gives notice to all of those above that if they fail to vacate this, then this full meeting resolves to call upon and mobilise all ratepayers and residents of the Gold Coast to rout you all from office. Can I have a seconder of the motion, please? Ross.
Hang on, procedural motion. Who's moved it?
I moved it,
And
James
you're the
Jones,
seconder?
and the seconder is
Okay, well,
Ross.
you've now got to speak in favour of it, and he's now got to speak in
Okay.
favour of it.
Thank you.
And then you